Okay, so today I'm just gonna try something new. I'm just gonna try to rank most of the starters that, well, literally all of them, just every single starter that I like. So first of all, what we gotta do, we gotta find, where is he? We gotta find, well, first of all, let's just put him, just smack him an F, because I feel like that's pretty fair. It's a pretty fair assessment. Oh, of course, we gotta put you in Mega F. Can we make a new tier? Let's make a new tier. Let's make a new tier for him. Let's call this just garbage. Just complete garbage tier. Put that right there, even below Snivy. All right, now we get the obvious stuff out of the way. Let's try to move on, make a more dignified list. All right, so okay, let's just start. It's alphabetical. So Bayleaf. So Bayleaf, I actually quite like Bayleaf. I like a lot of the grass starters. So right now I'm gonna put it in A tier. It's just a nice, remember Ash's Bayleaf, that was sick. Put that in A tier. It's a sweet little Pokemon, it's cute. Blastoise, I like Blastoise a lot too. I would say A tier. I think Blastoise is pretty freaking good. It's a nice, solid Pokemon. It's one of the Gen 1 starters, and I think, spoiler, I think the Gen 1 starters are the best starters overall. I just think they weren't messing around when they made those guys. So Blaziken. Blaziken is A tier too. I mean, come on, like just look at it. It's Blaziken. Come on, bro. Come on. It's the first firefighting type. That thing was going crazy. Come on, you gotta like Blaziken. It's crazy. Then Braixen. Braixen is probably the best of its line. It's not terrible, but it's not like I love it. I'll put it in C tier, I guess. Now Brionne, I actually like Brionne. It's kind of dumb. It looks kind of dumb, but I like its color scheme. I like the Alolan starters color schemes a lot, so I think I'll put it probably the border of B and C. You know, put it in B for now. It's better than Braixen, I guess. You stay in C. Bulbasaur, I love Bulbasaur. I got a Bulbasaur plush. I love Bulbasaur. That goes in S+ for me. I love Bulbasaur. Charizard, that's classic. I mean, I know a lot of people dislike Charizard, and I know it's like overrated or whatever, but it's Charizard. Its design is great for a reason. Everybody loves and knows Charizard. I think deserves S. It's iconic. Charmander, I like Charmander a lot. I think it goes in A. Charmeleon, I think that's the first B. Like it's just Charmeleon. It's just they didn't. It's like the most iconic middle stage I think you can ever make. There's like, he's just like a little guy. I think let's have a little growth on the back of his head, make him more angular or whatever, make him red. That's all they did. I don't know why he's red. I really don't know. Now Chestnut, that's a solid D tier. I don't know what they were doing over there. I'm sorry people who pick Chespin, but oh man, then there's little Chespin. You go in D tier too, buddy. No, okay, I don't know. These guys are pretty like, oh, like just look at how he's standing. Look at the way he's built. Like, how is he gonna move around? Like, what? A lot of the things that I consider in a good starter Pokemon is how's it like your friend? How is it moving around and being like with you in the field? Like, I can imagine a Bulbasaur. That's like my friend. It's like my guy right there. But like Chestnut, how's it walking? It can't even move its arms outside of a certain range. It looks like that's the only places it can keep its arms. It does not look like that could be your friend. I don't know. It doesn't even look like a fighting type to me either. It feels like they just wanted to have a grass fighting type. So for me, I'm not a fan of Chestnut, but I might change that later. And Chikorita, I love Chikorita. I think I have to go in S tier, man. I'm not gonna lie, I do have a proclivity to the grass type starters. I love them so much. I picked them all the way up till 4th generation. So you see 4th generation grass starters ranking higher than you put them. It's probably why. Chimchar is pretty great. That's like A tier, maybe B tier. Oh my god. Cinderace. Cinderace is probably one of the worst. Cinderace is probably the worst designed fire final Evo, except for maybe Delphox. And that's saying something because there's a lot of badly designed fire final Evos. It looks like a Digimon. It is not good. This is a true D tier Pokemon, I feel like. You know, I feel bad putting Chestnut and Cinderace in the same place because their eyes, I picked Scorbunny, but I just can't abide by its weird markings. It's just like it plays soccer. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, why? Why was that the idea? Oh, I know what to do. Let's make it play soccer. It's very stupid. Alright, Combuskin. Alright, look at how Combuskin's built. I'm not sure. I mean, okay. I think this guy's B. He's fair. She's a nice little fighting guy. He's all good. Croconaw. Croconaw's like, you know, there's nothing wrong with Croconaw. Can't go wrong with Croconaw. It's this little slogan he has. I don't know if I'll put him in C or B. No, I'll put him in C. Like, there's literally nothing wrong with it. It's just Croconaw. I think it's the most average Pokemon that's ever been created, honestly. Cyndaquil. I love Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil's cute. That might have to be S. I don't know. Cyndaquil's very cute. I like its little fire back. Honestly, I think they made that concept and they're like, I don't think they had to do anything else with that. I think it just should have never evolved. It's kind of perfect how it was. But I think they made it honestly better in the next ones. Dartrix. Dartrix is the worst of the line. But you know, that's not saying it's not too bad. Put it in C. Decidueye. I like Decidueye. I always thought it had a big smile because of like the little pale part that's underneath its beak, but it's not. It's just a beak. For that, it goes in A tier. I like its green. I like the shade of green they chose. It contrasts well against the brown that they used. I really like it. Delphox is F. Let's not even talk about that. Duat. I think it's like a B, maybe A tier. It's like it's better than these guys. Honestly, it's one of my favorites of. It's my favorite of all from all the Unova starters. That's my favorite one of the Pokemon they designed. It's cool. It's just a cool little guy. He has 2 dual Scowl Chops. That's tough. It feels like if they continued with the bipedal thing, I think that would have been cool. Like, I think the Tepic line and Yashwat line should have swapped being quadrupedal and bipedal because they would have had much better ending lines. That's just my opinion. Drizzile. It just reminds me of how this is going to end up being what it is. Oh, boy. Now you going... No. I guess you're above Cinderace. At least it kind of looks like a Pokemon, but I'm not really into this weird... I don't know. I guess you kind of stay where you are. You're like a D tier Pokemon. Nah, Emboar. I picked Tepig because I liked pigs a lot when I was a kid. So I picked Emboar. And for that, I mean, right now I'm thinking D because it's just it's just a big barrel. It's just a big circle. I feel like it's a big barrel chested Pokemon. I don't really like. I feel like I wish it had some more definition, just something. It feels like they almost, like a little bit over designed. I feel like they tried too hard to make it cool, while also making it like too fat. I'm not really into it. I guess to me, the thing's kind of gotta. Right now it's the top of D. It might be able to graduate to the bottom of C. No, it doesn't even look right there. I think it should be bottom of C. Empoleon. Empoleon's like the top of C, bottom of B. I feel like a lot of people really like Empoleon. And starters are like what people have really strong opinions on. But to me, I mean, I never picked the Piplup line. I'll admit to that right now. So I never had a really strong attachment to those guys. But it's just like, I don't know. I mean, it just feels like, to me, you'll notice that I really don't like starters that feel unwieldy. Like they couldn't move around very easily. I like Pokemon that feels like they can move around. Empoleon does not feel. It feels like it's stuck. It feels like it can't move its like flippers in a normal like bird-like way because it's all steel. I guess the collar contributes to that. Fennekin, this is a good design. I like it. Put it in B tier. It's gonna make more people more mad than they already are. All right, Feraligatr. I like Feraligatr. Put that at the top of B, below Duat. I mean, it's objectively, it's the best of the Johto starters. Objectively, definitely. But, subjectively, it's a big alligator. It's good, but, I mean, I don't know. It's not standing out. It's like, just like a lot of the Johto starters, a lot of the criticism people levy against them is that they're too basic. So I feel like Feraligatr kind of keeps that going, and it's the best of the Johto starter final evolutions. But that's not an amazing ground to reach considering the Johto starters aren't amazing. While Bayleaf sits above them because I like the little Chikorita line more than him. Kind of sucks for him. Oh, I like other Greninja lines all in a row. Kind of wish they were all in a row, but Froakie. Let's get this right out of the way. Froakie's A tier. I picked Froakie. This is the first and only water type I've ever picked for a starter. I almost never picked the water types. But Froakie, they made me pick it. Partly because the other starters were so trashed, I had to pick Froakie. And then partly because, come on, like look at him. Look at how he's standing. He just looks like he's a chill little guy. He's chill. Like, of course, then you get to chill up there. And, of course, Greninja gets to go in S because Greninja is just tough. Like, look at how he's standing. I meant a ninja. He's chill. I like these guys. Grookey. Grookey, honestly, I thought I was going to pick Grookey upon... The thing is, all the Sword and Shield starters are pretty, like, even when you look at their first evolutions, but not even in the good way. Not even where, like, they're all so good. It's like they're all so mediocre. They're all so kind of the same thing. Like, it feels like literally all the personality and all, like, the happiness and creativity that was put into, like, making the starters was ironed out in terms of broad appeal. How can this appeal to as many people as possible? Let's make it green and it looks up and to the left. Like, I feel like that's the best they got for Grookey. But Grookey, I mean, it's not bad. It's not hurting me. I'll put it at the top of C. Or I guess below Braixen, because Braixen is, at least it feels like, I don't know, it feels like it's a little bit trying. Grottle, I like Grottle. But at the top of B above freaking Feraligatr. Grottle's my friend. I like Grottle. Grovyle, that's my guy. I think I used to like Grovyle more. I probably like freaking Grottle more than Grovyle. Grovile's cool. I know Mystery Dungeon fans like Grovyle a lot. I never played, like... I mean, I have played Mystery Dungeon games, I don't think I ever finished them. Maybe I finished Explorers of Sky, I'm actually not sure. Played a lot of games when I was a kid. But, Grovile's pretty cool. He used to be a really, really cool middle stage. But he's pretty cool, yeah. I like Grovyle. Better than most middle stages. Incineroar. You go to A tier. I like Incineroar. It's just because I play him a lot in Smash. He's fun in Smash. And I like his animations. The Sun and Moon Pokemon, I think, are underrated. I feel like they actually go pretty hard. Their color palettes are really cool. I love how they're animated, all of them. Like, Incineroar always looks like it's ready for a fight. I like that. Even though it is kind of just like, it kind of falls victim to it being just a personality. Like, literally, if Incineroar would act the same. There's no, like, shy Incineroar. No brave Incineroar. They're all wrestler Incineroar. So it's not like a Chimchar or something that one might be shy and one might be strong, you know. This is like, it's a wrestler. There's nothing else to it. Which, I mean, I think it is honestly going the wrong direction, but oh well. I mean, I like how it is. It's cool. It's a cool design. You gotta give Infernape's A tier. I think a lot of people put Infernape in S tier, and that's fair. But I don't know. I have picked it before. I picked it in a run through of Platinum, and it's strong. It's one of the only 5 that you can use in Sinnoh. But for me personally, it's just like, it's good. It's good. It's a good Pokemon, but it's not something I'm gonna. It's like the bottom of A tier for me. Maybe I should have a freaking A plus tier, considering many Pokemon are in A tier. Once it goes down to 2, I might make an A plus tier. Well, freaking Ivysaur's in A tier. But because this was the first line of Pokemon I ever picked, was the Bulbasaur line. So I have quite a little bit of attachment to that. So you might even move up to S tier if I'm feeling crazy. But yeah, I do like Ivysaur, especially in this part. I like the shade of blue they use. It's like a nice, it's almost like green in a way, but it's not. I like it. Litten is just kind of average. I'll put him in C because he's just kind of average. Marshtomp, I like Marshtomp. Marshtomp's cool. I like him. He's like a chunky little guy. I feel like he can throw a punch, but he's also nice and quite jolly. I like him. Put him in B tier. Meganium. Ooh, Meganium. Meganium goes in A tier. Even though he's objectively like a pretty bad starter Pokemon, he's really not easy to use in Johto at all. He kind of sucks. You need a whole team to support him. Doesn't mean I don't love him. It's freaking Meganium. I love his color scheme. I like how soft he looks. The Johto Pokemon are like, they're really hit or miss, and I feel like they kind of hit with the Meganium just because to a little bit of an attachment there, I guess. Alright, Monferno. Monferno is fine. Nothing to write home about. But it doesn't suck, so I think a bottom of B tier seems good for you. Mudkip's A tier. Mudkip's just that, I don't think they nailed, the Gen 3 starters they also nailed. I feel like. They nailed them. I think I gotta make the A, just a normal, the A plus tier. I think they gotta make that now. At this point, because I feel like it's just so crowded up there. Ooh, does it work out perfectly? That's good. Alright. Well, I'll move some stuff down after the list is done. But, Oshawott. I like Oshawott. Should Oshawott be an A tier? I like its little scout chop. I mean, as I like Duat. Where's Duat? Duat's a B tier. Oshawott. I feel like Oshawott's A tier, but it's definitely not A plus tier. So I'm glad I made the tier, I guess. Pignite kind of sucks. If Pignite's gonna be anywhere, it's D tier. It's a Pokemon that's pretty unwieldy. I feel like it can't move around that easily. It's kind of fat, and especially in the 3D models, it looks so chunky. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. But yeah. So there's Pignite. Piplup's cute. Piplup B tier. Piplup's cute. I never picked it again, but it's cute. I think a Penguin water starter was pretty genius, so I'm glad it exists. Doc Piplup is pretty OG. Poplio's cute too. I feel like Poplio's like top of C tier. Again, I feel like the Alola starter's a little bit underrated, but Poplio's good. Primarina I feel like is A tier. Again, I feel like a lot of the, I literally just said it, but Primarina I feel like especially was underrated back in the beginning of Alola. People were like, what, it looks like a girl, but a lot of the starters were pretty excessively masculine, and nobody complained about it until Primarina happened. I mean, I agree, the gender ratio should probably be flipped, but yeah, whatever. It's cool. I really like its pose. The colors are really nice. Again, with like every Alolan starter. Prinplup is cool. Prinplup is like high C tier. Nothing wrong with it. Prinplup. Maybe it should just be in B tier with Piplup. I don't know. I mean, there's no way I'm making a B minus tier. So, and little Quilava. Quilava's B tier too. Quilava's cool. Clearly I like Cyndaquil quite a bit more, but Quilava is still pretty cool. I like they split it into two flames. I feel like if they, honestly, I think they just need to do something different with Typhlosion. Typhlosion, when you look at it again, I feel like it looks, I mean, we might as well just do it now. Typhlosion is like a little bit, he looks kind of naked. Especially in the 3D models where they just turn off his flame. I don't know why they did that, man. He would have looked so cool if they kept the flame on. But Typhlosion he looks like a neutered like dog. He stands there so awkwardly. It's not the best. I'll put him in B tier because in his official art he looks great. But he's not the move when his flame's off. And yeah, I can't really keep him in there. And Quilladin, you say D tier, bro. Look at that as a man's build. It's like a balloon. I'm just not into it. It looks a little bit too doofy for me. Unpopular opinion, I love Raboot. I really love this art too. It's like, I feel like this is a cool action shot. A lot of the starters just kind of stand when they don't know what to do with them, but especially in the middle stage ones. But Raboot really kind of breaks that trend. I love how chill he is. He puts his hands in his pockets. He has pockets built into his body. That's so tough. I love Raboot. Clearly, Cinderace does not keep it up, but I really do love Raboot. I feel like if it kept up that stuff for its final Evo, I would have loved it. And I've actually really grown to like Rillaboom a lot more. I think Rillaboom is a solid B tier, maybe top of B tier, maybe even A tier. I might give it A tier. No, I just thought about its 3D model and it made me sad, so I think I'm keeping that in B tier. The 3D models are really, they need to make them better, or else it just makes the Pokemon look so much worse. I feel like if we saw a lot of the Pokemon that we see now, Like, I feel like I wish some Pokemon got 2D sprites. Like the Decidueye. I think if all these Alolan Pokemon got 2D sprites, they would look so tough. But we don't get to see those in action like we can now. Rowlet's S+. Rowlet's pretty great. It's just, come on, it's Rowlet. He spins around a little circle. He's great. Samurott. This is like the culmination of all the stuff I've been talking about so far. It looks like it cannot move around. Why is the legs positioned like this? It cannot move. How is it, man, moving? It can't move around easily. That man looks like it can move like 2 inches at a time. That is not a Pokemon I want at my side. I can't keep it around with me during battle, I feel like. Doesn't it stand up on its hind legs? It's just so weird. Why does it stand like this? It's just not, this is just not for me, man. I'll put it at the top of D tier. I really just don't like it. I feel like a lot of people really love Samurott, but I feel like the reason a lot of people really love Samurott is because they really love Oshawott. And they're like, oh, they see it at the end, they're like, okay, I guess I gotta love Samurott too. Because I can't abandon it at this point. I've already put so much time into it. And frankly, I think if Emborg gets to be C tier, then yeah, I don't think one of them's got to move up. You know, whatever. I'll move Samurott up to C tier because I feel like it kind of deserves. It's at the very least, it's better than Emborg. It probably is better than Emborg. Maybe. Let's just move on from that. Sceptile. Sceptile's great, but Sceptile has tier. He's a cool guy. I picked Trico again, but I think literally all the Gen 3 starters are amazing. So it's not really. It gets a little bit of preference, but all the Gen 3 starters are at least A+. Is Swampert A+? Who knows? You know, you get to be A. Swampert's pretty great. Swampert is at least A. All of them are at least A or S. Scorbunny. Scorbunny's the whole reason I picked this stupid line. Just because of its 3D animation, how it moves up and down. I would have picked Grookey if it had a cool animation, but it just takes its little, what is that, the drumstick out of its hair, and it just starts like moving it around. It's moving its tail around. It's just not as cool as Scorbunny's like constantly like moving. I really like how Scorbunny's always moving. So I picked it, and I mean, it's probably the best competitively. Maybe, you know, it's kind of a competition between it and Rillaboom, but it's pretty cool. You get to be B, I guess. Serperior. Serperior is a pretty solid C tier with the rest of you guys. I'm glad you guys all get to chill together, all on C tier, man. See, that's one of those. It's kind of the Gen 2 kind of situation where they all are kind of like around the same level of mediocrity. Gen 2, Gen 5, Gen 6. And no, Gen 6 got some hitters. But some generations just did not know what they were doing when it came to the starters. Especially Gen 8. Oh my goodness. Just don't know what they were doing. Servine. Servine is not great either. I'll put him in D tier. I just don't like Snivy. I just don't like the way the man's looking at me, bro. Why are you looking at me like that? It's very sus for one, and very two. I just feel like it's just trying to encroach on my man Trico's vibe. Trico is vibing, bro. That man is chilling. He's straight chilling, bro. This guy is cool and he knows it, and he's not trying to flex. He's just a cool guy, right? But this guy's like, I'm awesome. He wants to prove that he's just the coolest guy around. Trico is just cool without even having to try. This guy is trying, and frankly, for that reason, it goes in F. But Trico goes in F. Sobble. Honestly, I was gonna pick Sobble. I really was. Just based on like the art that I got. When I saw all three of them in the original trailer, I was gonna pick Grookey. Then I was gonna pick Sobble moving up to it because I was like, Sobble's actually kind of cute the more I look at it. And then finally, when I saw them all actually moving in the game, I picked Scorbunny. And then, especially when I saw friggin' Inteleon, I picked Scorbunny. But Sobble is still cute. It shouldn't be judged on the sins of its final. Why did they do this? I just don't know. Why did they make it so skinny? What was the point of doing this, man? Why did they make it so skinny? Why? Just make it look like a normal thing. Why did they do it? I just don't get it, man. Why is it literally a stick? Please, Game Freak, please make a Pokemon that looks like I'm Pokemon. It's a pocket monster, not a James Bond. Just don't get it. Please stop. I just don't get it, man. But, alright. Sable, I'm trying not to judge you based on Inteleon. Guess you're B tier, man. Where's Grookey? Grookey feels like it should be B tier if the rest of them are B tier. I don't know. Should. No, it's probably the worst of the first three, honestly. Oh, Squirtle. Squirtle gets to go in A tier. Especially in this art. I really like the color combination with its skin. It's a nice blue. And its shell. I really like it. Squirtle's great. Again, all the Gen 1 starters are amazing. Gens 1, 3, 4, and 7, I think, have the best starters. And then 2, 5, 6, and 8. Yikes. Don't know what they're doing over there. Tepig. This was what I picked originally. And it's a strong C. Thwacky. It's a strong C. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I like the shade of green it is. Again, I didn't pick it, but it is certainly thwacky. Something, man. Torchic. Torchic is. This is what we made normal A tier for. Torracat. Torracat. Torracat's like B tier. Honestly, it's like the bottom of B tier. It honestly surprises me that I put it in B tier. I mean, I feel like if Torracat's in B tier, Braixen should be in B tier. Yeah, alright. Braixen gets to go up to B tier. Yeah, that's fair. And it's better than that, so. Torterra, this is my guy. This is A+. Torterra is my guy. I really do like Torterra. Honestly, this thing might be S. Is it S? No, it's A+. But it's still really great. It has a whole tree growing on its back, man. That's tough. Totodile. My man Totodile is always chilling. He's always grooving. He's always moving. And frankly, I appreciate that. Gotta put that man in A. Turtwig. Is Turtwig? No, Turtwig is an A. A+ with his bro. I do love Turtwig. He's a very chill guy, and frankly I respect that. So put that man in A+. Venusaur. Venusaur is a very difficult one. At some point in my life he'd be up here. At some point he'd be like here, maybe even here. But now, with all the stuff I've seen of him, I feel like he's just, the thing is, the unwieldy thing kind of comes in the, but he looks so great in some of the anime shots. I feel like to me, when I'm talking about Pokemon, it seems like they're hard to move. This thing has 4 legs, right? It makes sense that it can move like that. But a Pokemon like Samurott, its legs are literally splayed out at an angle that means that it's not going to be moving very well. And it looks like it can't bend them in very well. That's what I mean by a Pokemon can't move well. I just don't like that. But this Pokemon, and then when it in Let's Go, it hops like a frog, and then that upsets me. I don't dislike it. It kind of makes sense, but it also upsets me. It feels like in Sword and Shield it doesn't do that. I don't know I don't know what it's supposed to be. But I know I like it. I'll put it top of A. Maybe even. You know what? This thing does not deserve to be with these guys. It's at A+ at the very least. It's friggin' Venusaur. You know what? I'll put in S, I guess. I mean, I really don't know. Venusaur is one of the most difficult ones for me to rank because it feels like it's so many different incarnations of it. It looks definitely the worst in 3D. It looks so scrawny. It feels like, for me, Venusaur is always he's a big guy. But in these games, he looks like a tiny little frog that's cramped under a huge flower. But I'll just try to remember the good times in my mind when Game Freak didn't make poor quality games. Put it in S tier, where it belongs. Wartortle. Wartortle. Put that man in B tier. Now let's try to fix my A+ tier. You go in A. This is probably A+. You A+. You're probably in A. Probably A too. Frogger's pretty tough. It might be A+. Infernape. I remember saying you would be in the bottom of A. But yeah, I guess you can stay. Yes. Yeah, you'll stay. You probably can stay. You stay. Yeah, everyone stays. Except for should fucking go up. No. All right, so this is a tier list. Hope you guys enjoyed. More videos coming soon. I've been working on a script for a little while. Peace out.